Melius Research's Ben Reitzes. Ben, good to have you. You seem to be excited about a home appliance at Apple as well. At least you wrote it up. It's on a Bloomberg story. It doesn't exist yet. Why did you spend ink on this?
Well, it's only a few paragraphs there, but it is good to see something coming from them. But I do feel like they could have a bigger role in the home. And we wanted to just size the opportunity. It's modest, but it's a nice to have, and it could be bigger than the Vision Pro. So, sorry, Jim. Jim.
I know that's not saying much. More importantly, though, in terms of ChatGPT or at least the AI features that many have been waiting for, and the rollout, how are you seeing that in terms of impacting sales of the actual device?
Yeah, we have iPhone sales accelerating over the next 3 years, frankly. We're pretty excited about the software creating an upgrade cycle. It's going to be gradual. It's going to be rolling. The features today that are coming out this week that people can play with are very good. I mean, the integration of ChatGPT, and by the way, they should get a cut eventually of those who upgrade to the pro versions of OpenAI's new stuff. And I think they will play a role there, but also I think that these visual intelligence features are really good, and it will build. You'll start to hear about it a little bit. It won't be like people standing in line for Christmas, but you'll hear more about it. The emojis, there's something for everybody coming, and then we get more and more Siri, especially in the spring.
So it builds slowly.
It builds slowly. And then the form factors start to change. We have a low-end phone called the SE coming out in the spring. Then we see a slim version, in our opinion, coming out in the fall. And then we have foldables coming in later years. So we see a multi-year cycle. Yeah. And we think the stock's teflon, by the way. I mean, there's been people trying to will this thing down, and all it does is go up every day. So
it's basically in line with the S&P's performance this year, which not bad.
Not bad.
$3.7 trillion market value right now. Yeah.
Where do you think we are in the arc of Cook's tenure? And are people talking about succession at all, or would-be up-and-comers?
Well, look, they have Jeff. They have a very good, they have a former head of AI from Google. They have a very strong bench. It seems to me he's got energy to stick around at least a few more years. Obviously, I got that question a bit with Luca being the CFO for 10-plus years and now moving on to a new role. Luca did a great job of letting the street kind of see the light on services.
Yeah, of course.
He did a great job shepherding us through. Obviously, Tim executed that. I think Tim's got some energy left to see this AI thing through. I think that, there were some folks who doubted him, doubted the company, said, where is it? And then obviously he's shown it. And I think there's a little work left on the table, but they have to be thinking about it a little more at the company, just given that he's, getting into the mid-60s and it's a normal thing you should be doing.
Meanwhile, we got some headlines from Reddit. It's a good example today, incorporating a new AI tool. I think it was DocuSign last week.
Yeah.
Are you starting to feel like the wave of use cases is broadening to things that touch real people's lives?
I do. I think that we are excited about it. We call what could be happening an AI halo effect is not just NVIDIA, but now we need to see PCs, smartphones, other things, networking infrastructure, servers, et cetera, start to go. And that will happen when we get more use cases. And obviously, Jim talks a lot about Salesforce, the things they're doing. This agent wave that we're going to see in software is a big deal. And we are seeing more use cases. And OpenAI is going to be a big part of it. And we are seeing 12 days of OpenAI. But wait for this Sora launch that they're doing about their video AI product and many more things. So we're getting more excited. I mean, we don't want to get overhyped. Right now, there's a little bit of seasonality, maybe a pause with Blackwell, and then we should see a big uptick starting next year into 26.